Guys, Sal here. So it's no secret that LG has been struggling mightily as it continues to battle against the likes of Samsung and Apple. But the company has just reported its 11th straight quarter with a loss in its mobile division. This has sparked a new idea within the company, and LG's vice chairman confirmed that the company will no longer follow a regular release timeline for new devices. He said, and I quote, "We will unveil new smartphones when it is needed, but will not launch it just because other rivals do." Whether his statement means that the company will be changing its release schedule for the G7 and V40 remains to be seen. Instead, he stated that the company plans to retain existing models longer by, for instance, unveiling more variants models of the G series or V series. Nonetheless, a new render has leaked off the front panel for the LG G7, showing off even slimmer bezels than that of the G6 or V30. As you can see, the bezels on all four sides of the device have been slimmed down with practically zero bezels on the sides. Housed in the top bezel, we can see that the G7 will have dual selfie cameras, and it would not surprise me if LG introduced a new facial recognition or face unlock feature with this device. Unfortunately, there's not much else to go off of here other than the speaker grill being placed directly at the top of the device, as is the case with just about every phone. While this latest leak doesn't bring any information regarding specs, we know that the LG G7 will likely be powered by the Snapdragon 845 chipset, which will be coupled with either 4 gigs or 6 GB of RAM. Last year's LG G6 had to make do with 2016 Snapdragon 821 chipset thanks to a deal between Qualcomm and Samsung that gave Samsung all of the initial supplies of the Snapdragon 835. I'm also expecting a dual camera setup on the rear, similar to that of the two flagships released in 2017. So that said, LG, when you announce a product, make sure it's available within 2 weeks of that date and available at all carriers. People forget about the device if it is not available a month after you announce it. And also, stop trying to go toe-to-toe with Samsung. Releasing against Samsung is just not smart business, especially when Samsung gets first dibs on the new processors like it has the past couple of years. Trying to release your current flagship with the previous year's processors, even though it's still very capable, is just asking to take a loss in a world where everybody wants the latest and greatest. Anyways, let me know what you think of this render, what LG needs to do to bring its mobile division back to profit.